All right, hello. We're going to work on some lower body focus today for our mobility. And we're going to be on the ground and we're going to be standing. As you can see, I am not in Seattle. It looks a little different. Just visiting my mom in Arizona. So want to take advantage of her beautiful little space in her backyard to show you some of these mobility drills. So we're going to start off with ankle mobility rocks. And what you want to do is come to a kneeling lunge position. So put something underneath your back knee if that doesn't feel good. You're going to put your hands on your knee. We're going to just rock forward and backwards. So oftentimes I call these flossings, but what you want to do is come all the way forward and then come back. So push that knee as far forward as you comfortably can. Give yourself about 10 rocks. And you might find that one leg has a little bit more mobility to move in than the other. After you've hit about 10, switch and go to the other side. So you'll feel that nice little stretch also in the hip flexors as you're working through here. Ankle mobility is something that changes as we age, and it is something that we need to focus on. It's something that we need to be attentive and as you're warming up before your workouts, be thinking about what can you do to get dynamically moving and get the ankles to be ready to work and support load. Okay, next up, we're gonna come into our seated hamstring stretch. So we're gonna extend a leg forward, both legs forward. We'll sit up really tall. Take a breath in. As you exhale, just gently hinge forward. So in this position, what I want you to think about is toes are flexed. Your legs are as long as they can be. If you're super tight in your hamstrings, bend your knees a little bit more, but we're gonna go back and forth here. So I'm gonna inhale, sit back up. Nice flat back. Exhale, come forward. And I am really tight in my hamstrings, so I don't want those to be overstretched. So I'm gonna be gentle here. So this is just a dynamic movement. Breath in, breath out. And think about lifting up your heart. So instead of like collapsing forward, I want you to think about lifting and extending through the spine. Go back and forth here for about 10 breaths. And once we're done with that, we're gonna work into our adductors. So we're gonna do some rocking adductors. We'll come to a lunge position where you're going to take one leg off to the side, the other is right below you, but you're gonna be moving over this front leg, the bent leg. So take a breath in, and then as you exhale, slide to the side. So think about movement coming through the side. This is a big adduction drill. So you're gonna feel that all the way through. Now your back foot is flat to the ground, so try not to tuck the toes under. Let that just be flat to the ground. And go slow in here. So there's a reason why we do the ankle mobility before we do this one, the adductors, because you'll notice your ankles have to slide and glide through there. So same thing, 8, 9, or 10 of them, and then you're gonna switch. So I'll prop this leg underneath me. This one is off to the side, so it's not straight out to the side. You're about 45 degrees to the side. Okay, breath in, breath out. And if it feels too intense in the groin, you're going too deep. So you don't need to overstretch this. We're just working on getting some more range of motion through joints. And we'll take one final one when we're done. This is more of a stretch. It's called a quad stretch, but this is a really nice one to add in. And you'll come to a stand. Now, if you've been training with me for a while, you're gonna know this because we do this one often. You can hold on to something, you're gonna catch a foot, then you're gonna bring that foot to your tail. So you're gonna pull as hard as you can, then you're gonna push your hips gently forward, and you'll feel that stretch through the quad. Hold this one for up to 20 seconds. and then you'll release, and you'll go to the other side, grab your foot, bring it to your tail so there's this big pull. Then you're going to push the hips forward, but the knees are going to stay nice and close together. Working on balance over here. And then after you've gone up to that 20 seconds, release, and that is a nice short little mobility exercise for your lower body.